Court order for transportation 1598A-7635. Prisoner name, Billy Cohen. ID number, D-1036. Former 2nd Lieutenant, Marine Corps. Age, 26. Height, 5'9". Weight, 163 pounds. Transfer destination, Regathon Base. Convicted of first-degree murder, court-martialed, and sentenced to death by the 0703 Military Tribunal. Sentence to be carried out upon arrival. Samuel Reagan, Commander, Dunwell Marine Base. Player's Manual 1. View status screen. Press X during play. You cannot view the screen in the following circumstances. During event movies, when taking damage, when weapon is readied. The status screen allows you to equip weapons, use items, view maps, view files, leave items behind, etc. View map. Select map on the status screen or press right bumper during play. If you do not have a map for the area, you can only see locations already visited. Reading the map. Blue room, your current location. Green room, visited locations. No color, locations not yet visited. Red doors locked, yellow doors unlocked. While viewing the map, you can view the item list by pressing A. The item list contains types of items left behind, locations of items left behind. Pushing objects. Some objects can be moved in certain directions. Use left stick to face the object and hold that direction to move the object. You can also use the directional pad. Climbing, dismounting from raised platforms. Press A to climb onto waist-high surfaces. You can also climb onto movable objects. Equipping weapons. Choose your weapon from the items on the status screen and select the Equip command. You can only use a weapon if it is equipped. Attack stance. Hold left trigger. You will turn toward the nearest enemy with the currently equipped weapon. Attacking. While in attack stance, press right trigger. You will attack with the currently equipped weapon. Quick turn. Press B while holding down on the left stick. Check item details. Choose the item at the status screen and select the Examine command. Player's Manual 2. Character switching. Character switching. You can switch control between the two lead characters, Rebecca and Billy, and use their different abilities to progress through the game. The character you currently control is called the main character. The character you do not control is called the partner character. Controlling the partner character. The partner character generally moves independently, but you can use right stick to control them yourself. Selecting partner on the status screen allows you to assign instructions to the character. Solo. Both characters move independently. Team. Partner follows the main character. Attack. Partner attacks automatically. Idle. Partner will not attack. You can also press the Start button to switch between solo and team behavior. Switching characters. Press Y at the status screen to switch characters. You will need to switch characters in order to progress in certain situations. Exchanging items. When your partner character is nearby, you can exchange items on the status screen. Choose the item from the main character's item box and select Exchange. Character attributes. Rebecca. Rebecca has the following attributes. Can combine herb-related items. Weak defense. Can use a mixing set to combine chemicals. Character attributes. Billy. Billy has the following attributes. Cannot combine herb-related items. Strong offense. And can push many large objects. If the partner character is attacked, both the main and partner characters will die if they take too much damage. You should always keep an eye on their condition. A partner being attacked in a different room will call for help over the radio. If your partner does call, go to help as quickly as possible. Cooperating with your partner. Some puzzles cannot be solved by only one character. When you are stuck, try to see if using your partner will help. Investigation orders. Stained with blood, some sections are illegible. 8 miles north of Raccoon City in the Arklay Mountains lies our company's management training facility. It was shut down years ago. Now, we are conducting a preliminary study into the reopening of the facilities. First Investigation Unit is already on site and opening the investigation. I want your team to provide support. The following orders are William Birkin and First Investigation Unit. The rest is torn and unreadable. Passenger's Diary. July 14th. Orders came from the boss today. Looks like we're in charge of investigating the remains of the Arklay Mountains laboratory. We're moving in 2 groups. The initial group is assigned to start checking what's left of the abandoned experiment. July 16th. Unfortunately, the test production of BOW Type Y139 had to be suspended because of this investigation. It's the same with Type Y139. There's still so much we don't know about responses to crustacean T-virus. There's a lot of interesting research left. Depending on the species and nurturing conditions, only minute doses of T bring about remarkable changes in solidity, size, multiplication of internal toxins, and brain development. If these effects can be controlled, a powerful weapon could be produced. But the sudden development of the shell results in a corresponding fragility. Certain areas become exceedingly weak. Problematically, one of those areas is the head carapace. This lab we are going to. Were they the same? Did they pursue the same research? It would certainly help to find data and samples that would help us in our research. June 19th. The day is finally approaching. I am growing more anxious. The Raccoon City newspapers and TV stations are full of reports about the bizarre murders in the suburbs. It can't be the virus, can it? If it is. No, I can't think of that now. I have to concentrate on this investigation and make sure it goes smoothly. Notice to supervisors. When closing the dining car, supervisors are asked to switch off the automatic doors after ensuring all staff have vacated the car. The main automatic door power switch is located on the roof of the 5th car. Inspections will take place when the train is garaged. After inspections are complete, use the ladder at the rear of the 2nd floor of the dining car. Umbrella Corporation Maintenance Department. Note from conductor. The key card for the driver's compartment is in my bag as always. But I do need the other guy's key to open the damn thing. But it looks like I've lost it somewhere. If it was a normal key, someone would be sure to turn it in, but this key is different. I'll look for it too, but if you happen to find it, please hand it in. Thanks in advance. Hookshot Operator's Manual. Warning! This device should only be used when inspecting difficult-to-access car roofs or when connecting special trains. Return to its proper location after use. Instructions. 1. Where to use. There is a ladder outside the small window by the 1st floor section door of the 3rd carriage. Fire the device so that it hooks high onto the ladder. Using the winch to climb, after securing the hook, use the winch to lift yourself up. This grappling hook can only lift one person at a time. Be aware that the unit may be damaged if lifting more than 80 kilograms. Brake Operation Manual. Using the brake control, the following 3 steps are necessary to operate the brakes. Step 1. Activating the controls. Brake controls are located in the following locations. 1st car driver's compartment. Rear deck of the 5th car. To activate the system, you must insert the magnetic card into the device in the 5th car. This will supply power to both sets of controls. Step 2. Enter the rear deck code. Enter the code for the rear deck unit to release the lock. After this, the driver's compartment code can be entered. Step 3. Enter driver's compartment code. Enter the code for the driver's compartment unit to remove the lock. Upon completion of these 3 steps, the manual brakes can be used. Notice to all staff. This document is very old. Much of the writing is illegible. Regular meetings of the Vaccine Research and Infectious Agents teams will be held. Both meetings are security level 5 and will be held in the following locations. 1st floor, West Operations Control Room. 2nd floor, Southeast Meeting Room. The entry code shall be 815. Thank you. Regulations for trainees. Training facility mission. This training facility will raise a new generation of model employees to serve the future of the Umbrella Corporation. Applying the strictest and most rigorous training standards, this facility will, without regard for gender, race, or creed, produce only the best candidates to be the future global leaders of Umbrella Corporation. We look forward to the development of your leadership qualities. Training facility guidelines. Discipline, obedience, unity. These 3 words are the basic principles which govern Umbrella Corporation employees and are to be considered the law of this facility. Keep these words in mind at all times. Devote yourselves to your training and bring honor to yourselves and the corporation. James Marcus, Director, Umbrella Corporation Management Training Facility. Assistant Director's Diary. September 2nd. A useless bunch of trainees, as always. Where does headquarters find these idiots? We did get a couple of decent ones, though, so can't complain, I guess. William and Albert. They might have a future. September 25th. Scholar Will, Practical Al. They really are opposites, and they're always competitive in everything they do. There's something ruthless and cruel about them both. October 7th. Got a sudden call from the director. It was to tell me to encourage a rivalry between these two. It's the first time since this training facility was built that Director Marcus has ever shown interest in anything other than his own research. Well, whatever. Orders are orders. A verse of poetry. The moon bows to the earth swears loyalty to the sun, and the great law of the sun governs all things. This itself is the keystone, the pointer to glory. All our hands cannot open the door to heaven. There's something written on top of the picture of the seats. Microfilm image. An image resulting from overlaying microfilms A and B. Numbers appear on the seats of the conference room. First investigation unit notes. We are searching the facility and it looks like a lot of the chemicals survived. Fortunately, the storage tanks are still all full. We have just started and there is still a lot we don't know, but it appears that the chemicals can be mixed to produce new substances. The chemicals are scattered all about, not because of the accident, more a result of plain mismanagement. When we reopen the facilities, we will have to develop a system for dealing with these chemicals. Something is scrolled on the back of the note. Red and blue equals sulfuric acid. Green and red, stripping agent. Marcus's Diary 1. December 4th. We finally did it. The new virus. We have called it the Progenitor. I want to carry it back and start detailed investigations immediately. March 23rd. Spencer says he's going to start a company. I don't care, as long as I can continue my research into Progenitor. He can do what he likes. August 19th. Spencer keeps asking me to be the director of his new training facility. Maybe it's because of the business, but he's becoming intolerably pushy. But maybe I can turn this into my advantage. I need a special facility to properly explore all of this virus's secrets. A place where no one will get in the way. November 30th. Damn that Spencer. He came to complain to me again today. He thinks of Progenitor as nothing more than a money-spinning tool. Fool! But if his influence continues to grow, it can only be bad for my research. If I'm to properly develop Progenitor, I must strengthen my own position too. September 19th. At last, I've discovered a way to build a new virus type with Progenitor as a base. Mixing it with leech DNA was the breakthrough I needed. I call this new virus T, or Tyrant. October 23rd. It's no good. I can't hope for real progress experimenting on mere rodents. Only humans can be a proper mammalian subject for these experiments. Otherwise, I'll never make any real progress. November 15th. Someone seems to suspect something about my experiments, but perhaps it's just my imagination. Well, if anyone does get too close, they may find themselves unexpectedly assisting in my research. January 13th. At last, they are ready. My wonderful leeches. Those of low intelligence, they will never have the privilege of tasting this sense of joy and satisfaction. Now finally, I can move against Spencer. Soon, I will control everything. January 31st. The devices I set to protect my work have been distributed. It appears someone came looking for tea and the leeches. Fool. No doubt the work of Spencer's group. February 11th. Today I found evidence again of tampering around the entrance to the labs. If that is what they're after, I must find a suitable way to deal with them. Perhaps I should have William and Albert smoke out the pest. Those two are the only ones I trust, apart from my beloved leeches, of course. But Spencer, it wouldn't end there, would it? I would announce tea at the next directors' meeting and collect my just rewards. Correctional Institute Inmates List. Matthews K., deceased, disposal complete. Midge D., deceased, disposal complete. Keith W., preserved as specimen. Savage C., transported to research facilities. Royce M., transported to research facilities. Davids A., preserved as specimen. Clark A., transported to research facilities. Ellen J., transported to research facilities. Terrence O., deceased, disposal complete. Kate A., transported to Arklay Laboratory. Jerry O., deceased, disposal complete. Scott S., transported to research facilities. Mitchell F., transported to research facilities. Carrie T., transported to Arklay Laboratory. Roberts A., transported to research facilities. Transported individuals to be deleted from these records. About the power regulator. Due to recent lightning strikes, the power regulator continues to be inoperative. It wouldn't really matter about the power except for the fact that the boiler room equipment is on the same grid. The equipment is so run down, I'll probably have to have it fixed up all the time. If you wish to exit rapidly, set the indicator to 70. Check first, though, that everything is connected to the chain. Management Trainee's Diary. What is it that the Director Marcus wants all the time? What is he researching? And what's with his weird interest in leeches? Interest? It seems more like love at times. Rumor has it that there's something dangerous about those leeches. It is true that when Dennis just touched one, he got ill with a fever. Again today, with those horrible moans beyond that door. Let sleeping dogs... No way I'll go near them. Even if the director ordered me, I don't want to end up like Dennis. That poor bastard scratching and scratching makes me itch just watching him. Must maybe go. If can but how. Dennis gone. I go hungry. Help. Mom. Marcus's Diary 2. This page has been torn out. Trouble is unlikely, but I closed my babies up in a special capsule. But it won't be safe if I hold on to it myself. I'll hide it in that place. To hide a leaf, put it in the forest. To open the capsule, the special stripping agent is necessary. No way Spencer's lackeys could figure out how to make it. Laboratory Manager's Diary. Today, under Director Marcus's orders, I changed the platform entry code. Later, I asked him what the source of the entry code was. He told me it was based on something significant with his children's growth. But the director's a loner. He isn't married, and he sure doesn't have any children. What did he mean? Leech Growth Records. February 3rd, 1978. Administered T into 4 leeches. Their will to survive leads them first to parasitism and predation. Then they breed and multiply. Such a single-minded biology makes them attractive candidates for bioweapons research. Afterwards, no major changes observed. February 10th, 1978. 7 days since administration of T. Rapid growth to double former size. Signs of transformation emerging. Spawning successful. They doubled their numbers in 1 hour, but their ravenous appetites led them to cannibalism. Hastened to increase food supply, but lost 2. March 7th, 1978. Provided them with live feed, but lost half when the live feed fought back. However, the leeches are learning from experience and are beginning to exhibit group attack behavior. They are also ceasing cannibalism. Their evolution is exceeding expectations. April 22nd, 1978. The leeches no longer exhibit individual behavior, even when not feeding. They move as a collective. They consume everything. I offer with remarkable efficiency. April 30th, 1978. An employee has stumbled onto my experiments. Can a human be a food source? How will the leeches respond? June 3rd, 1978. A day worthy of commemoration. Today, they began to mimic me. Surely they recognize their father. Wonderful children. No one will take you away. Investigators report. Dr. Marcus, co-founder with President Spencer of the Umbrella Corporation, disappeared 20 years ago. The results of his research have been kept under wraps the entire time. The reason became clear here at the training facility run by Dr. Marcus. Well, not here exactly, but underground. When we ventured below, we understood. There we found the evidence of Dr. Marcus's research into the T-virus prototype called Progenitor. The evidence of years of hideous experimentation that used company employees as guinea pigs. We cannot know how many were forced to become subjects, but based on the evidence, no less than 20 individuals were involved. Some of them were taken deliberately to keep the corporation's secrets safe. Where the doctor is now, I don't know. But considering the recent rapid growth of Umbrella Corporation, I can't help but think that this research is continuing. Yes. His experiment lives and continues to grow in the dark. Those things, the fruit of his research, they fill this facility. The rest of this notebook pages are missing. There's something written on the back of the photograph. To James, to commemorate your graduation, 1939. BOW report. Research to date has shown that when the progenitor virus is administered to living organisms, violent cellular changes cause a breakdown in the system. Furthermore, no satisfactory method has been found to control the organisms for use as weapons. Clearly, greater coordination at the cellular level is essential to enable further growth. I conducted a number of experiments in an effort to find a breakthrough. This is my report. Insecta. Perhaps because these ancient animals have been genetically stable for millennia, when administered with the progenitor virus, they exhibited only explosive high-energy growth and increased aggressiveness. It is extremely difficult to envision using them as a BOW. Amphibia. Injecting a frog with the virus resulted in an increase in leaping power and an abnormal tongue growth. However, no change in mental ability was observed. Furthermore, an abnormal appetite resulted in the test subject randomly attacking all moving objects. Usefulness for BOW is limited. Mammalia. The progenitor virus was merged with monkeys' cellular data, resulting in an increased fertility. The resulting young exhibited improved aggressiveness and some increased mental capacity. As a side effect, visual power was lost, but this was offset by an improvement in hearing ability. However, they were unsatisfactory as weapons. It does seem that no progress can be made without making humans the base organism. Investigators report 2. We should have finished this dump long ago. When this all started, did anyone expect that there would be guns blazing away like this? We weren't told a thing about those creatures attacking us at the briefing. Guess they were surprised to head honchos, too. The things in the woods just started to attack people. That had to be planned. Someone deliberately scattered that virus, no doubt about it. But the guards, our fellow soldiers, they must still be around. Well, whatever. We don't have to worry about that anymore. What I've got to worry about is whether to use my last bullet on myself or on a friend. That's the only decision I have to make. About battery fluid. Battery fluid. The fluid used in batteries is a diluted solution of mixed water and sulfuric acid. Both must be of high purity. When fully charged, battery fluid should have a specific gravity of 1.280 over 0.010 at 20 degrees Celsius. Battery acid purity. Take care that the dilute sulfuric acid solution is of a sufficient purity. Treatment Plant Manager's Diary. 510. Damn it! Why is normal industrial waste being delivered here? This is an Umbrella Corporation facility. We can't deal with this volume of material, plus they're sending us contaminated materials that we can't process. What are we supposed to do with it? 724. Well, looks like they're closing it down. Not surprising, using it like they did. Had to be done, but it was pretty sudden. It's not like they cared until now. Anyway, as long as I get out of here, I don't care what they do. Gate Operation Manual. To open the heliport in case of emergency, follow the procedures below. Removing a lock. There are 4 locking mechanisms in the room which must be activated in this order. Southwest side, northwest side, southeast side, west side. Turn each of the mechanism's handles to unlock the gate.